Hello, I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. As I'm trying to break down this protection order and these court documents to air my entire case to the public, since courts and attorneys and judges don't want to hear it, maybe the people will, so you know the truth of what really happened. So part of what she filed is right here. According to this, it happened in 2019. I think if in 2019, I've never heard of anything about this until this court filing, and I don't know when this was actually filed. It was 2020 or later in court. But back in 2019, apparently, she filed something against me that I'm not aware of, supposedly. Again, she's lied so much. Who knows what to believe is true? But she claims that in 2019, she filed something against me. I really don't get it. I don't know what this even has to do with anything. Again, she just makes a mess out of everything. But let me share something with you. It says that I have PTSD. Now, I was kidnapped, tortured, and beaten for an entire night for protecting an abused woman and child. And I stayed at her house. Again, I sit out in front of people's houses and watch. I've actually stayed at victims' houses and slept on the couch, took days off of work, took weeks off of work to help drug addicts. I mean, God, people, I'm a horrible, horrible man. But it says I have PTSD. Let me ask you something. If I had dangerous, severe PTSD, this is, again, all completely documented in police reports and state records. Just a couple of days after I got out of the hospital from being kidnapped, tortured, and beaten for an entire night, a man I did not know pushed a lawnmower over to the bedroom window and tried climbing through the bedroom window in the middle of the night. Fortunately, I had a gun. Do I feel safer with a gun? Well, how about this? After I had just been kidnapped, tortured, and beaten for an entire night, my ear cut off my head, my throat slit, and my body dumped and left for dead. Just days after getting out of the hospital, a man tries climbing through my bedroom window that I did not know. And I stood about 5 feet away from the window and pointed a gun at his head and said, "You better stop and back on out." Wouldn't I have pulled the trigger if I was such a crazy, insane, even after what just happened to me? But I didn't. I still had enough common sense to maintain my own composure to say, and no, wait, this man isn't in the room. This man isn't an actual, he's coming in here that feels threatening. A guy I don't know climbing through my bedroom window after I was just kidnapped, tortured, and beaten for an entire night. Anybody would have pain from that. But if I was such a crazy PTSD psycho man who should not have guns, which I'm a man who should, because I'm the one who stands up and fights against all of this, and I, out of anybody, deserve the right to defend myself, especially with severe medical conditions where I can't do it physically. And I have people trying to kill me because I stand up for what is right and I speak the truth and I help victims and talk against all of the bad going on. If I was so crazy, wouldn't I have just shot and killed that guy? But I didn't, because he didn't pose an immediate threat. I know the difference. He had not come through the window yet. He was still outside the window. I can't just shoot and kill that guy. Out of any time of my life that I could have and would have been in a position to have the right to do so and claim, oh, I'm crazy, I didn't. I let the man go to possibly come back and do it to me again and called the police. Boy, am I crazy. So if I was so severely dangerous and PTSD stricken, why didn't I shoot a man when I had an ability in what some could call a right? I don't feel it would have been right because I didn't do it. Obviously, I didn't feel it was right. But I could have shot and killed a man after I just got kidnapped, tortured, and beaten for an entire night, just got out of the hospital, and he tried climbing through my bedroom window. Well, he ended up getting, he ended up dead. I'll just say that right now. They want to claim it was an accident. Oh, yeah, it's amazing that a man accidentally gets hit by a train after he's involved with murderers. Two people ended up dying through that whole thing, and that's obviously going to be a video just in itself. But this is what crazy people do. Use everything they can in their power to try to make somebody look bad. But courts don't care because if a woman says it, it must be true. Even versus the evidence. And it said in here that I went to a counselor for 2 months and then I stopped seeing that counselor. Well, let me share with you guys something. She was the one who quit seeing her counselor. She started seeing, and the counselor she's referring to here, his name is Cole Francis. He is a counselor for the United States military. Please call him up. Let him testify. He is a professional mental health expert for the United States military. He was referred to me by another counselor because she had no clue. Again, these counselors, he's the only one I've ever found that actually had answers and help. And he told me to get away from her after she saw him with me at my appointment because she thought he would side with her. Again, psychotic mental people. I'm supposed to leave my oldest son and move away right now because she just has to go. This happened in his office, in front of him. And I didn't want to leave until our oldest kids graduated high school, which is another year and a half away. Yeah, I wanted to move, but not then. I wanted to still be there for our children, but she don't care about the kids, obviously. And all of this, my whole channel proves it undeniably. None of it's about the kids. She even says it in one of the recordings. It's not about the kids, it's about me. So he told me to leave her. And I said, no, a counselor is supposed to help us as a family. We're a family. We have children. We're supposed to do this together as a family. His only response was, she's too dangerous. She is too problematic. Get away from her. And instead, I left him because I refused to accept that. And I went and immediately found another counselor. Immediately, I found another counselor. She did not. This was all documented and provable. But again, evidence doesn't matter in these court systems. All they care about is what a woman says. And damn the man. She was the one who didn't go. You can even listen to the recording. I aired it, and I don't know if I'll go back through and link it in and find which one it was. But she was even the one who was supposed to see counseling with me, and she refused to do it. My counselor reached out to her. I talked to her, and she refused to be a part of the treatment. But yet she just wants to blame me. This is narcissistic abuse, lies, corruption, illegal federal felonies, and she just keeps getting away with all the abuse. Titles and paychecks. That's what it's all about. But if I was so crazy, wouldn't I have shot and killed that guy who tried climbing into my bedroom window after I had just been beaten and tortured for an entire night and just got out of the hospital? No, I still knew better. I still knew right from wrong. And I did not pull the trigger. But damn me again.